Welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jody.
And we are going to react to a commercial, or maybe a fake commercial, I'm not sure, that was requested quite some time ago. We're talking, I think it was September 26th, I saw the comment. And so, thanks for being patient out there. But we are going to be reacting to a commercial, or maybe it's a real commercial, I have no idea, called Vicks 1 in a Million Touch of Care. And this says, we just paused it right before the video started. It says Vicks presents her true story. I'm sure those of you from India know exactly what we're talking about. So we don't know anything about this besides Vicks is that stuff that my mom used to always put on my chest when I was sick, and then you get those like vapors, and it kind of what's the word? It kind of like
Vapor
clears you up.
Yeah, it's got like a little menthol in it.
Yeah. If you're new to Boring Reviews, go ahead and consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy what you see. And without further ado, ready to get into it?
Definitely.
मुझे देखते ही आपके मन में पहला सवाल आया होगा कि मुझे ये फूल किसने पहनाया। मम्मी ने बचपन से पहनाती है और मैं पोनी को। यूं ही बचपन में भैया दीदी हम सब पूरा दिन खेलते और मैं रेफरी बन जाती। हम अपने आप को कंफर्टेबल बनाने के लिए अलग अलग टेक्निक्स यूज करते हैं। मुझे भी करनी पड़ती है, बस भैया दीदी से थोड़ी अलग। कहानियों से पता चलता है कि लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स तो सबको होती हैं। बस मेरे प्रॉब्लम सबको नजर आते हैं, लेकिन किसी की बर्थडे पार्टी हो तो मैं नजर ही नहीं आती। मेरी स्किन कंडीशन का नाम एक्सियोसिस है। ये इन्फेक्शियस नहीं, पैदाइशी है। इसका कोई इलाज नहीं। कुछ लोगों के नजरिए की तरह ये 10 लाख लोगों में एक को होता है, पर लाखों में एक तो मेरी मम्मी है। मेरी बीमारी मेरी जिंदगी का एक हिस्सा है, मेरी पहचान नहीं, क्योंकि मेरी कहानी में वो सब कुछ है जो बाकी कहानियों में होता है। कुछ होप्स, कुछ ड्रीम्स, कुछ कोशिशें। पर ये कहानी शुरू ही नहीं होती अगर 17 साल पहले 2 लोगों ने मिलकर एक फैसला नहीं लिया होता। मुझे अडॉप्ट करने का फैसला, और ये फैसला उन्होंने कोई चैरिटी करने के लिए नहीं लिया था। लिया था तो बस खुशी के लिए, प्यार के लिए। आज आप वही फैसला लेने वाले हैं जो उन्होंने 17 साल पहले लिया था, इसी ऑर्फनेज में। पता है आप यहाँ अपने बच्चे को कैसे पहचान पाओगे? अगर उसे देखते ही आपके मन में वही सवाल आता है जो मुझे देखते ही मम्मी और पापा के मन में आया था। क्या ये हमारी नहीं बन सकती?
Okay, so obviously not a joke commercial. I didn't know anything about this, but when we get requested to do commercials, which we haven't been given too many chances, this one's been requested twice actually, then I'm assuming, Vicks is a random type of commercial to be requested. I'm assuming it was more of a comedic thing. I had no idea it was a true story and a touching story because of that, or to boot. That was powerful.
Yeah, it was. Takes you like a second to collect yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what to expect. Like I said, for me, Vicks reminds me of my mom. It's interesting how with this child, it's all about her mom and her dad, of course, but it seemed like her mom was really a driving supportive force there. I had no idea about that skin disease. I'm guessing it's a skin disease.
That's what she said.
And I mean, that would be tough. I mean, everyone sees you that way. Everyone sees, I mean, it's all over your skin. They automatically are going to judge whether you're a good person or a mean person. You're going to automatically judge and ask yourself what's going on. And when it first started with that commercial, I had no idea still if this was what kind of commercials was going to be until you find out quite quickly with the music and everything that this is a real person. This is how she really looks, and it's going to be, an emotional ride.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even know if I can talk right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
As teachers, as parents, our heart goes out to someone like this, and she seems to have such a positive outlook. She seems to have definitely survived her trials so far. Growing up as a kid is tough no matter where you're at or where you live. For me, in my opinion, it's not easy being a kid. It's not easy being a teenager, adolescent. It's very, very tough. And a lot of the reason why it's tough is because as you're going through adolescence, your brain, you start being aware of everything on like a mega scale, and you just assume that everyone has a negative outlook sometimes on you. And it's not always the case, but that's just the nature of growing up. So I can't imagine going through adolescence and having that disease to where everyone is looking at you and they don't want to sit next to you, they don't want to talk to you. Some people I can imagine are very caring and understanding and it doesn't bother them at all because there's some really great, loving people out there, obviously. But I would assume that a lot of people would probably stray away.
What hit me the most is the birthday party. Because as teachers, we have students all the time who invite people to go to their birthday. And at our school, it's a rule that you have to invite the entire class. If you're going to hand out invitations at school, you have to invite the entire class. And I've had parents tell me that no one showed up to their kid's party. And that just made me think of her. Like, they didn't want to invite her. And if she had a birthday party, she probably wouldn't have very many friends show up. I don't know. That just...
Yeah. We appreciate the request for this commercial, this video. Wasn't really what I was expecting whatsoever. But I like the tagline, every child deserves a touch of care. That is definitely true. We notice as teachers, too, that there are students that you meet at the beginning of the year that are just, they don't make it very tough. They make teaching tough, talking tough, everything tough. And then you get to know the student and you have a breakthrough with them. They start to trust you and they start to work for you every single time. It's not always going to be an amazing story, but you're going to see a difference. Those kids are not what they look like in that first impression or when you first meet them. And you really do tend to grow a great bond and not friendship, but teacher-student relationship on the next level with these students. I'm not going to say it's always with those students where you want to have them in your class every year. It's nice for them to move on and have someone else experience them, but it's never as bad as you might think it's going to be. Like, oh, this is going to be all year. This is going to be tough. You always, I would say always find that middle ground, and it's usually a positive experience. And so something like this, it kind of takes me to that idea of she may appear to be one way from the outside, but obviously she's not, and she's advocating for people to be adopted. 29 million orphans in India.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Only 42 total were adopted with disabilities last year. Hats off to those 42 families that adopted those kids, not worrying about, well, I want my kid to be the perfect kid, but just I need to find a home for this kid.
We actually have a pretty awesome family in our church that did that. They adopted 2 kids with disabilities, and they already had 3 or 4 kids of their own, and
yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing people out there. We have 3 kids ourselves, and it's not easy by any means. I can't imagine how much harder it would be to adopt. And so, thanks again for that request. Thanks for making us feel it there. And we hope you enjoyed this. If you did, thumbs up, support the any kind of adoption agencies out there in any way that you can, obviously. And until next time.
Bye.